Hello there guys, and welcome back to 1849. So last time we just covered the bare basics of the games by playing the two tutorial levels. So now we're going to go to Sacramento and we're going to build our milling empire. Brilliant. Okay, so after managing so well in Stockton, it's time to move on to bigger and better things. To Sacramento, where the mighty rivers mean better access to resources and ample waters power for mills and factories. Then one day, while working by the stream, something catches your eye in the gravel. That's interesting. Now, the interesting thing about this is that there's only two goals. Now, some of the scenarios, not scenarios, story mode scenarios, will actually have goals hidden until a bit later on down the line. So, just bear that in mind. Also, I think from now on as well, you'll get access to choose how you want to start the particular scenario. So as you can see, we can start off with cold hard cash with 3 grand, which is nice. We can have a trade route with Placerville and have an advance of 100 lumber as well as cash. Or we can have a free orchard and ranch plus 1000 cash. So that's pretty interesting. So what we're going to do, we could start off with the advance of 100 lumber. That might not be a bad idea. When you're given stuff like this, it's usually the fact that you can't actually produce it in your town. So usually taking that option is usually the better one. I prefer to take the subsidies, where you actually gain a certain resource per month, because over time it pays off a hell of a lot more than starting off with cold hard cash. But there are some particular scenarios where starting off with cold hard cash is usually the better option. But for now we're going to stick with this, so let's do that. And it also gives us a free trade route, which is nice. Okay, so let's just pause that 2 seconds. Let's look at the let's just have a look at the scenario and let's see what we can make. So we can now make a sheriff, which decreases crime rate, but not by much. So that's just one thing to bear in mind. It's not by much, but it does stop some crime. Now we can make a bakery, we can make a wheat farm, we can actually make a cotton farm this time around, we can make an orchard, we can make a distillery which will make whiskey from wheat, which is really cool. Can we actually make we can't make a fruit farm. That's shocking. But we can also make a ranch as well. And I don't think we can really make much else. We can make a sawmill as well to cut board, to make lumber from, to make boards from lumber. God, Feng, you're very tongue-tied today, aren't you? Okay, so I'm actually going to make a third house straight away, because why not? Now we need to make sure that we have enough food to survive on. So we need to start probably making our wheat farm. I'm actually wondering whether it's a better idea to wait a week or some odd, and then build a ranch. Let me just see what we can actually sell at this point. We can sell hides, brandy, boards, and cotton. Intriguing. Okay. We can buy beer, lumber, and fabric. What shall we do? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Let's do a wheat farm and that. Now what I'm actually going to do at this point is I'm actually going to build a road here. And the slight spoiler here is that during this particular scenario there is going to be gold up here. So we're going to need a road here anyway, so I'm going to just put that there, and then I'm going to put right next to it the wheat farm. So there we go, we've got a nice wheat farm there. And I'm going to make sure that this road here is covered too, so I'm just going to put a road here. There we go. And now we need a bakery. So let's stick a bakery there, and that'll give us $300 to play with. So I'm going to I'm going to do that now. So that's fine. And as you can see, we've already got quite a few quite a few upgrades. Your attention is urgently needed. Okay, so your town is full of unemployed workers wandering the streets and stirring trouble. So this is the main thing, right? If you have too much unemployment, crime's going to increase. That's kind of a bit obvious, to be quite fair. But yeah, so we can probably actually afford one straight up. Yeah, we can actually afford one now, so I might as well do it. The problem with crime is that they will actually hit one of the resource producing buildings, and they will take all of it. And I think they can even hit the depot as well, so that's just a bit more frightening. So yeah, we're going to give a sheriff there. It only costs $10 per week, which is always nice. So yeah, that will keep everyone in check, and we are good. So now we need to worry about the next step, which is ale. Well, booze, I should say, not ale. It's booze. Brandy we can sell. So I think we're going to focus on the brandy. Can we make a vineyard? No, we can't. Oh, we can. Oh, hang on. That is the fruit producing one. It's an orchard, ain't it? Duh. It's the vineyard that makes the grapes. Oh, Feng. You've been playing this for how long, and you don't even know the difference between the bloody orchard and bloody vineyard? Oh God. So yeah, we're going to carry on with this. We're just going to let that run a little bit so we can get a bit more monies. We may have to start worrying about getting lumber. No, we're fine with lumber. That's fine. Is there anything we can actually sell straight away? Not really. We could start a cotton farm, and then we can sell cotton like that. That might be a fairly decentish idea. Maybe another house at this point might be better, just to get that little bit extra rent, and I think I'm going to do that actually. Yes, it's going to increase crime, but it's going to also increase our monies, which is something we need. Oh, hello, wait a minute, there, what's this in the water? Could it be gold? New goal is pan gold from the river, and we've now got a gold panning station. Pretty cheap building, I think it's 300, yeah. But we don't actually need that just yet, because we can't sell gold. So it's kind of pointless doing that just yet. We do need a lot of it though to complete the goal. We need 125, but that's fine. We can worry about that a bit later once we've sorted our booze problem, which is going to be a problem soon. And a lumber problem. We need to buy some lumber. Okay, well we can buy probably 40 lumber just to keep us going for the time being. But we certainly do want to start thinking about getting the... Should we get the cotton farm and sell it, or... No, let's get the distillery first. It costs a bit though. Costs an awful lot actually. Cotton farm might be the better one. Yes, let's get a cotton farm. I'm hoping that the trade route for it isn't expensive. It's 200. That's not bad. So we're going to wait until 200 trickles. Oh, we've got a telegraph. Now, this is an event that can often happen. Now, normally these require you to get stuff. As you can see, we need to prepare a rival for some fortune seekers by having 50 units of brandy, boards, and bread. Now, unfortunately, we're not making boards and we're not making brandy at the moment. You've got a set date to do it, which can be difficult to do. Maybe we could actually get this one. I'm not sure. February the 28th, which is 3 months, near enough. Close to 4 months actually, but the thing, I mean, you can accept it, and even if you fail it, nothing bad usually happens. But if you can actually do these, then more often than not, you usually get stuff like subsidies and extra stuff like that. Do you know what? We're going to take it. We're going to try and make that, I think. But the first thing we need to do is try and sell this cotton. So here we go. How much cotton have we currently got? We've currently got no cotton. So that's not a good start. Normally what I do is I normally buy the trade route and then sell stuff straight away, so that even if we're quite low on money, it'll go back up. So here we go. I'm actually going to open the trade route now, and I'm going to sell it straight away. There we go. It's not a lot, but it's a start. So there we go. Now we need boards, which means we need lumber, which means we need a sawmill. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this stall. I've started off a tad bit slower than I normally would. So yeah, I don't think this is going to be possible to do. It might be if we build a few more houses to try and get some more rent. If I build 3 houses, yeah, there's going to be a lot of unemployment, but the rent is just going to skyrocket. Then we should be able to build the distillery. Yeah, it's already January already. I'm not going to make this for anything. I'm not going to make it at all. Oh man, that's a shame. Okay, we've got a bit of monies to make the distillery. It's not going to give me an awful lot to play with, so I need to be careful. I need to actually sell some... Oh, look, there's a lot of cotton there. Ah, there we go, that's fine. There's our wood. Oh god, it's low. Okay, let's buy 40 wood, just to keep us afloat. Hopefully it doesn't knock us down to the 0, because otherwise we'll lose up our go to jail free card, which I don't really want to do. There we go. So that's all fine. And now we should be making some ales. Well, not ales. We should be making whiskey from that lovely wheat. Lovely. Now it's already February and I don't have any boards, and I'm not going to be able to make enough boards in time, even if I bought the sawmill now. Well, maybe we could. Hang on. Let me just see what we've got cotton-wise. Okay. It's not all doom and good. We might make it. We might still make it. Okay. Now, nothing you can actually do with the game is certain resources like food and booze. You can actually kind of try to stockpile them and only distribute if they're necessary. Now, this is kind of pointless doing it at this point because we don't have... we only have whiskey in the stockhold, in the stockpile, so we need to be really careful about it. If we had other stuff like, say, wine, then obviously we could just distribute the wine and then keep whiskey for whatever. Yeah, we're not gonna make this thing. I don't think we're not gonna make it. Oh, that's a shame. Hell, we might not even bloody make it full stop because of the sodding lumber. We might have too many houses. This is another problem as well you need to think about. If you've got too many houses, they're going to use up a lot more resources than you can possibly produce or trade for. So that's another thing you need to bear in mind. Too many houses straight away is not necessarily a good thing. But at least we can possibly now sell brandy. We can't sell any oil yet because we don't have access to the... Oh, what am I after? Yeah, the ranch. It's just a waiting game now. I've completely missed that, I think, by the look of it. No, I've actually got 198 days left. Why have I got that much days left? That's weird. Okay, I'm not. Okay, whatever. I'm fine with that. We need more lumber though. That's the problem. So yeah, let's sell some of those. I'm not going to sell the boards, of course. I want to try and stockpile those, but we can probably, yeah, we can get a lot more lumber now, so that's good. We also seem to have a problem with the distillery. We're not making enough whiskey. Now hang on, is it whiskey or brandy that I want? It's brandy! Ooh, Fang, you silly goose. You need to make an orchard. You need to make an orchard. Have we got enough food? Yeah, we've got enough food. We are producing enough food and booze just to keep everyone happy. But obviously having the orchard will actually produce enough booze as well. Just to keep us going. I'm going to try and sell some more cotton. Oh man, we've got a lot of cotton. It's not as much as I want, but we've got a lot of cotton. We can sell some boards as well, just to get a bit more money back, so that we can buy a few more lumber and actually make the orchard, like so. Hopefully we've still got enough money to cover with that, which it looks like we have. Oops, that's the options menu, I don't want that. I need a road to connect that, otherwise it's not going to work. There we go. So the distillery should now be pretty much on 24/7. Now the upgrades, I don't know if this is intended, but when you compare how much that some of these buildings actually cost, like for example the wheat farm only costs is the wheat farm. Yeah, the wheat farm only costs 400 to start off with. If you want to upgrade it, it costs like $500. That's over double. No, it's not over double. It's basically the same again, but it's, you know, an extra $100 on top. But it only increases the output by 1. Now, of course, you might think, well, that's fine because at the end of the day, I'm saving a bit of space. But I've got plenty of space, so you know, I don't know. Weird that. It just seems some of the upgrades, especially like this one for example, this one here, you need 150 lumber. Now if you're producing lumber, that's great, but if you're not producing lumber, you need to export it. That's a lot of lumber just for a 15% faster production. So I don't know. Obviously, it's still in alpha. Features need to be, you know, implemented and whatnot. Maybe some game balancing as well, but you know, to me that seems a tad bit much, you know. But that's just me nitpicking. Okay, so we now we now need more wood. Yay. Okay, let's buy some lumber. We can probably buy that much, and we can probably sell the rest of our cotton. Oh, there we go. We've still got a little bit more, so maybe we can buy a tad bit more lumber. We can buy fabric, and I'm pretty sure that's for the next upgrade. Oh, speaking of which, we need a saloon. Which is the reason why we're not actually getting that much money from rent. We need a saloon now. Where's my saloon gone? It's here in it. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, we best get this built so we can actually get more money from rent. I'm a silly goose sometimes, aren't I? Okay, so what I need to be careful of as well is make sure that this whiskey, now the brandy, isn't being used. So we need to stockpile that. And are we getting on? We've still got 117 days left. We've got plenty of boards, I assume. Boards aren't being... Oh no, boards are being used for... No, they're not. They're not actually being used yet. They will be used for the next upgrade. So I need to be careful of that. I need to be careful we're not using too many boards, because we need them. So yeah. We also need bread, which again is not actually a problem. In fact, we could possibly make... If we make a bit more brandy, we can probably fulfill that quota. But of course, the boards have just been used for these, so we need to be careful of that. Oh, there we go. We've got 75 residents and we've built a saloon. So now we need 100 residents and ensure security by building the sheriff's office, which we already have. I think at this point as well, I think what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to make the panning stations, the 2 panning stations, so, you know, we start getting a bit of supply of gold in. We're not going to be able to do anything with it, but it's fine. We need it to actually complete the goal, to move on to the next level, so we need to do it. Right, let's sell some cotton. Don't want to sell boards. We only got 35 boards now because of that, so that's something to bear in mind. Oh yeah, and we need more lumber. Always need lumber. Let's get 50 lumber. Hopefully that will be enough. Too many houses, that's the problem. We've got too many houses here now. I mean, I could destroy 1 or 2, but I need the rent now to keep up with buying with the buying with stuff. So I need to be careful of that. Maybe another wheat farm would be a decentish idea too. As you can see, we're actually running low on bread now, so another wheat farm would definitely be a good idea. So that we have enough wheat for not only the bread but for the the whiskey as well. So yeah, let's grab a road. There we go. Oops. I don't want to build a road there. Point is. Okay, how are we doing? We're doing okay now, not too bad. I still need to open that trade route, even though we don't really need to. Oh, look at the lumber. It's just going. Man. Always need lumber, and we're very dangerous low on finger there as well, so need to be careful. Oh, we know actually. I can now probably sell 30 brandy to get some more money rolling, and that's great because now I can buy even more lumber, which we do need. So brandy does sell for quite a bit. We've got 74 days left. We should make this, depending on our bread. Is that the only way we can make food? No, we can actually make a ranch, can't we? So I think we're going to focus on a ranch next. Ranches are quite expensive to maintain. I think they cost $100 to maintain per week. How much are these? I mean, that's 20. That's 20. That's 20. How much is the gold painting? I think that $50. Bloody hell. Considering we're not getting much for that, $50 for the sawmill, $50 for the distillery. So yeah, actually that's quite expensive, the ranch. But it does give you free commodities, and you know, meat's usually good. Cheese is often something you can actually sell, so that's always good. And hides, you're always gonna need hides to upgrade and stuff. So yeah, I think the ranch is probably the next best idea. Assuming we've got enough money to subsidise it. Okay, pause that. There we go. Right, we'll make a ranch right there. Just going to build a road to make sure we're okay. I wonder if the sheriff office covers that. It just about covers it. We're going to sell some of the cotton that we don't need. Oh, as you can see, we've got a surplus of brandy, so I'm going to sell that. We've got 45 boards. That's because we need more lumber. I'm going to buy 100 lumber in now. Your attention is urgently needed. Okay, so we're actually running out of food now. Wow. So maybe we do need another bakery after all, just to subsidise that. I think that would be a good idea, just building a second bakery anyway, since we have 2 farms, 2 wheat farms, so that's good. Now we should be able to, we've got 30 days left, so this could be a wee bit bleak. However, if I try and distribute that only if necessary, then cheese and meat will start being eaten instead, and then we might have enough to cover for that. How's the brandy and boards looking? They're fine. That's actually not a problem at all, by the look of it. And it also looks like, yeah, we was producing cheese and meat for a little bit there, but it's not longer there. Oh, they're actually starting to walk off the grass. So, yeah, this is another thing as well. Roads. I don't currently understand how they are really implemented at this point, because as you can see, they don't seem to increase travel speed. As you can see, it looks like they go at the same speed, which is really interesting. But you need them to connect to the production buildings, so I don't quite understand why don't have like a little. But I mean, okay, roads cost absolutely nothing to build. You know, they're free. Maybe we can oh, okay, commission coming soon. Maybe we can build an advanced road that maybe requires stone or something like that. That might may able to go faster or something, stuff like that. You know, it's just an idea. Or maybe that just cost you know, money. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, so let's have a look at how we are now. Okay, we can actually finish this now, and we've got 3 days left. So that was really lucky, and they gave us 200 units of fabric. Wow, that's quite big. And that will actually increase some of the houses to large houses, which will be really ideal, so we can get more monies coming in. That's great. Okay, so let's just focus on the goal now. We still need 100 residents, so we are probably going to need to build another house, but we should be okay from that. So if we build that other house, that's another thing about the houses don't actually need roads either, which is pretty interesting, to say the least. But it does mean that you're even free to build them pretty much wherever you want, as long as they're in range of saloons and whatnot. So let's sell. Oh my god, look at all that cotton. Jesus Christ. Cotton, brandy, boards. Wow. We should probably open this now as well, even though we can't really sell hides because we're using too much of them. But we do need to buy more lumber in, so I'm going to buy 200 lumber in. There we go. Make sure we've got enough lumber to suffice. And we actually get minus. Oh, there we go. We've got 100 residents, and now we just need to sell 100 brandy, which I think we've already done. You can actually go to the question mark and it tells you where you're in progress. And so as you can see, we've already sold 110 brandy. We're just now waiting on the gold to come in. So at this point, it's just the waiting game of waiting for this gold to come in. I actually might pause the video here just until that comes by, because I'm not really going to be doing anything else. I'm not going to try and upgrade anything else. I'm just going to make sure we've got enough wood to make sure that we've got enough for the houses. In fact, what's the matter with these now? They need more hides. Maybe we could just build another ranch just to cover the hide problem, and I think that's a very good idea. So that's what I'm going to do. Just build a ranch there. There we go. I'm happy with that. So there we go. And that's it, so I'm just going to pause it here until the scenario is pretty much finished, since we're just waiting now, and I'll see you very shortly. Okay, then, so we're very close now, as you can see. We have... Oh, we've done it. Okay, we was on 121, but now we must have got the last little bit of gold. So that's great. So there we go, and now we're on Placerville. Now, I'm probably going to cover that in the next video, so I shall see you very shortly.